into summer. Lokatato. This is the oldest selection. It's from an 18th century song in the Faroe Islands. However, the story has genuine pre-Christian roots dating back to medieval times. A poor farmer is risking all against the elements, chancing to play a board game with a Jotun called Screamsley. The giant had won the first game and the farmer the second. "Why don't we make our last game more interesting by making a wager on it?" said Screamsley. "Whoever shall be winner may have whatever one possession they desire from the other." So the farmer thought for a moment. He had little possessions and none of them were very valuable. He had tools, a hunting bow, fishing nets, a little rowboat, a tiny house. All could be replaced in time. But this Hrimfurs fella had 2 large golden rings on his fingers and a fat leather coin purse at his belt. Any one possession the giant had could make his little family rich for life. Also, what a story his son would have to tell of how the family won their fortune. "Okay, we'll play for the stakes you have set, for I have a great feeling luck shall smile on me today." So they reset their black and white card pieces on the board and played the games of our ancestors, Hinefataffel, maybe chess. They played for hours, a very close game, though it is with no joy that I tell you the farmer was beaten. Wow, what an amazing game. Thanks for sitting with me and joining me at my favorite pastime. Now fair is fair. I wonder what it is you want from me. I have some smoked eels and fine ale I've been saving. My wife can mend your torn tunic, or I will show you my secret stash of mandrakes and mushrooms. Scrimsley snorted. "My demands for victory as your only son. Since you played so well and were quite the challenger, I will give you tomorrow until noon to surrender him. Of course, you may try to hide him from me, and if he is well hidden, I will give you one more day. My hungry appetite will grow, but I will enjoy hunting and finding him nonetheless." And with no more discussion, the Jotun departed back up into the hills. The farmer reported this awful news to his wife, and they made sacrifice and cried out to the Allfather, "O mighty Odin, please help us to hide our only son." Early next morning there came a knock on the door. The couple feared it was Scrimsley come early, but it was Odin. "I have heard your pleas and come to help if I can." So Odin worked his scythe over the boy, transforming him into a tiny grain of barley wheat. He then placed the boy, the grain of barley, in a single stalk amongst a wheat field. "Now I believe he is hidden well, so I must now take leave." As Odin departed, the Jotun did approach. "I'm here for my prize, where is it?" "Well, I see you have hidden him for me to find." With that, he closed his eyes and breathed in deeply, then went straight over to the barley field and plucked the very stalk where the boy was. "Ha! Now I have him!" The little boy cried out, and Odin whisked him away and spirited him home. "Here I have the young son of yours, though now I am done hiding him." So the family again made sacrifice, and this time cried out, "O great Hunir, please help us to hide our only son." Early next morning there came a knock at the door. It was Hunir. "I have heard your pleas, and I have come to help if I can." So Hunir worked his runecraft over the boy, transforming him into a tiny fluff of down in a feather. He then placed the boy, the feather, on the face of a swan amongst a large flock in a nearby river. "Now I believe he is hidden well, so I must take my leave." As Hunir departed, the Jotun did approach. "I'm here for my prize, where is it? Well, I see you have hidden him for me to find." With that, he closed his eyes and breathed in deeply. Then he went straight over to the river, knelt down and grabbed the very swan where the boy was hidden. The monster bit the neck of the swan, severing the head. "Ha! Now I have him!" The little boy cried out, and Hunir whisked him away and spirited him home. "Here I have the young son of yours, though now I am done hiding him." So the family again made sacrifice, and this time cried out, Oh, crafty Loki, please help us to hide our only son. Early next morning there came a knock at the door. It was Loki. I have heard your pleas and I have come to help if I can. Now you listen to me carefully. I have here a design, a little boathouse that you must both now build. Make certain it has this heavy, strong iron bar made to a sharpened point suspended directly inside at its portal. So Loki worked his schemes over the boy, transforming him into a tiny caviar fish egg. He rowed out to the deepest sea on the family's little boat and began fishing for halibut. He caught one, he caught two, he caught a third with a blackish hue, and Loki placed the boy, the caviar, into the halibut's many rows of eggs and set the black fish free. At noontime, the Jotun did approach. I'm here for my prize. Where is it? Oh, I see you have hidden him yet again for me to find. With that, he closed his eyes and breathed in deeply. Then he went straight over to the little rowboat on the shore and readied his fishing gear to push off. Wait, sir, please take me fishing with you. I know these waters well and I'm a fine rower, said a meek, thrallish little fellow, Loki in disguise. Fine, peasant. We will see about your rowing skills then. So Loki rows them out a good ways and says, finest fishing to be had is right here. The Jotun laughed and took the oars, rowing them out to the deepest sea, where he baited his hook. He caught one, he caught two, he caught a third with a blackish hue. Scrimsley took his sacks and gutted the halibut and began counting and examining each little egg, as he rolled the caviar containing the little boy between his thumb and finger. Ha! Now I have you! Loki rowed them back to the shore. As they departed the boat, Loki transformed the fish egg back into the boy and said, Now run, boy, fast as you can to the boathouse. The Jotun knew then who the beggar truly was. Loki, you traitor to Jotun kind! I will proudly display your head on my mantle after I have captured my prize. The boy felt the monster's breath on his back as he just barely made it inside the new boathouse. He passed underneath the sharpened iron bar at the threshold, but Scrimsley suffered a bloody injury to the head. Now he was dazed, but the black troll blood worked its way from his wound and it began to heal. Just then, Loki leapt into the boathouse around the trap, and with the giant's own sex, cut his leg off at the knee joint. Imagine his surprise when amazingly it began to grow back. Loki then cut off his other leg and filled the wound with rocks, stabs, sticks, and runes, causing wicked Scrimsley to bleed out and die. So now the boy was rather amused by this, watching the giant sundered to pieces and the inside of the new boathouse painted black. Loki fared with the boy back homeward. The wife and the farmer gave them embrace. Here I have the young son of yours. Now I am done hiding him. I've kept my words to you. Now the troll has lost his life. So furthermore, the poor family told the tale and sung the songs about how Loki Loder Lokter had given them no temporary solution. So this concludes the tale of 3 gods and 4 seasons. It has and will be told again in our own thread and time. And remember, my friends and my family who drink or who sound the Galler horn. We may feel small amongst the stars, the mountain, the forest, the valley, the skies, and the ocean. But we don't have a single reason to feel small against the presence of other people. Let them say what they say, we will do as we do.